The 100th anniversary of the Panama-California Exposition helps bring to mind that most of the landmarks of Balboa Park were constructed for that exposition. The California Tower, the Museum of Man, the Botanical Building, which was the largest lath-covered building in the world at the time, the Cabrillo Bridge, Plaza de Panama, the Organ Pavilion, the fire station. You may not know it, but there was a fire station built on the grounds of Balboa Park with 2 engines and a ladder truck just for the exposition. They were painted white and called the San Diego Exposition Fire Department. It wasn't the sort of tourist attraction the other buildings were, but it was a necessary part of the exposition. The fire station, which was on the property where the zoo is now, is long gone, closed in 1917 after the exposition ended. But in Little Italy, at the Firehouse Museum, which is also a former fire station, you can still find one of those exposition fire engines. It's San Diego's oldest motorized fire engine, number 141. There's not much to be found about how busy the exposition fire station was, but engine 141 was actually in service until 1952. Though it was in the reserve fleet, it was on the bench for most of those later years. And when it came to the museum, it had been repainted red. The engine sat outside in disrepair for several years, until retired Assistant Fire Chief Robert Ely took its restoration on as a project. And though he was 90 years old himself at the time, he did a lot of the work. Now, for the antique fire engine buff, this is a 1914 Seagrave Metropolite with a pumping capacity of 1,100 gallons a minute. It's got a 6-cylinder engine, 109 horsepower. It stays here in a place of honor at the museum. Engine 141 doesn't run anymore, but don't be surprised if, just maybe, you see it back at Balboa Park a time or two in this centennial year.